Today we're going to do a problem from section 1.5 which involves a lot of word problems. These are usually one of the hardest things to deal with when you're an online student. So I picked one of the more difficult ones and I'm going to walk you through step by step. First of all, this problem is talking about a painting surrounded by a frame of uniform width. Now uniform width means the same distance all the way around. So what I did is I drew a picture here. This represents my painting, and then of course the frame you can see all the way around. All of these distances right now are labeled as x because we don't know what it is yet. I do know the dimensions of the painting. It's given in the paragraph, and it says it's 16, so the length is 16, and the width is 12. Okay, so what I did was I said, if I know this is 12, and this little distance right here is x, I put an x right above this. And the little distance down here is also x, so we put an x right here. Now in order to find our new width, in this case, you would add up these three parts. So you would add the x, the 12, and the x, which gives you 12 plus 2x. So that's my new width. And you do exactly the same thing for the length. This is 16, this little distance here is x, and this little distance here is x. So again, you add everything up, you get x plus 16 plus x, which gives you 16 plus 2x. Now because this problem mentions the perimeter, you need to know or remember what the formula for perimeter is. And perimeter is equal to 2w plus 2l. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start solving this problem and setting it up, because it does give us the perimeter in the problem, which is 72 inches. So the next thing we're going to do is set up our equation. So I'm going to get 72 equals 2 times my width, which is 12 plus 2x, plus 2 times my length, which is 16 plus 2x. Okay, once you get it to this point, a lot of you will be able to solve it with no problems at all. It's getting it to this point that's a little bit difficult. Next thing we're going to do is distribute. 2 times 12 is 24, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 16 is 32, and 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, once you get here, you're going to combine your like terms. That is, all the numbers that are on the same side. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the 24 and the 32, and that's going to give us 56. And then you're going to combine the 4x and the 4x, which is 8x. Since everything is positive, you get to add everything together. Now once you get it here, you have a two-step equation. So we need to solve for x. So the next thing I'm going to do is subtract my 56. Remember, when you're moving things from side to side, you always do inverse operations or opposite operations. 72 minus 56 is 16, and on the right hand side I'm going to be left with 8x. And the last step is to divide, and I end up with the fact that x equals 2. So I now found the width of my frame. Well, the problem asked me for the dimensions, so I've got to come back up to my picture and talk about my new dimensions. Well, if I know my width is 2, let's talk about the width first. Okay, this is 12, and the width of my frame is 2 inches. So this would be 2, and this would be 2. So you add 12 plus 2 plus 2, which gives you 16. So my width is 16 inches. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing for my length. Okay, I've got 16 already up here. I'm going to add 2 and 2. So that's going to give me 20 inches. So the dimensions of my painting with the frame included are now 20 by 16. I hope this helps with your problems and you're able to set up some of the more difficult problems.